Ever wondered what the end of the world looks like? The Bible gives us a front row seat through the eyes of John in the book of Revelation. Imagine this: a divine scroll in God's hand, sealed with 7 mysterious seals. No one in heaven or on earth is worthy to open it, causing John to weep. But then, a figure emerges, the Lamb who was slain, Jesus Christ. He alone has the authority to break the seals and reveal what is to come. This isn't just a story. It's a profound vision of judgment, redemption, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. As we break open each seal, we're not just reading ancient text. We're unlocking a sequence of events that has fascinated and terrified people for centuries. So, are you ready to see what's inside? Let's break the first seal. The first seal is broken, and out gallops a rider on a brilliant white horse, holding a bow and wearing a crown. He rides out as a conqueror bent on conquest. Now, this is where things get really interesting, because interpretations vary widely. Some see this rider as the triumphant spread of the gospel, a message of hope conquering the world. It's a beautiful thought, isn't it? The idea that before any hardship, the first act is one of divine victory and salvation reaching the ends of the earth. However, others offer a more ominous view. They argue this rider could be a deceptive figure, perhaps the Antichrist, bringing a false peace that lulls the world into a sense of security before the real chaos begins. It's a conquest, but a deceptive one. This dual interpretation sets the stage for everything that follows. Is it a sign of hope or a warning of deception? The mystery of the white horse is just the beginning. Then, the Lamb breaks the second seal. The atmosphere immediately shifts. A fiery red horse thunders onto the scene, and its rider is given a great sword with a chilling purpose: to take peace from the earth. People are set against each other, to kill one another. This isn't just a local conflict. It's the removal of peace on a global scale. Think about it, the very fabric of society unraveling. Trust evaporates, replaced by suspicion and hostility. Nations rise against nations, neighbors against neighbors. The red horse symbolizes widespread, brutal warfare and civil unrest. The peace, whether real or false, from the first horseman, is shattered. This vision paints a terrifying picture of a world plunged into bloodshed, a world where harmony is just a distant memory. It's a stark reminder of the destructive power of human conflict when divine restraint is lifted. The world is now a battlefield, and the worst is yet to come. Next, the third seal is opened. A black horse appears, and its rider holds a pair of scales. A voice from among the living creatures announces, "A quart of wheat for a day's wages, and 3 quarts of barley for a day's wages, and do not damage the oil and the wine." This isn't about war anymore. It's about survival. The scales represent severe famine and economic collapse. Imagine working all day just to afford a single loaf of bread for your family. Basic necessities become luxuries. The mention of oil and wine being untouched suggests that the wealthy might be spared the worst of it, creating a vast, desperate gap between the rich and the poor. This horseman doesn't carry a sword, but its impact is just as deadly. It brings despair, starvation, and the breakdown of the systems we rely on for our daily bread. The world, already torn by war, is now gripped by hunger. It's a bleak picture of a society on its knees, struggling for its very existence. As the fourth seal is broken, a truly terrifying sight emerges. A pale, ashen-colored horse, the color of a corpse. Its rider's name is Death, and Hades, the realm of the dead, follows close behind. This isn't a symbol. It's the literal embodiment of death itself. They are given power over 1/4 of the earth, to kill by sword, famine, plague, and by the wild beasts of the earth. This is the culmination of the previous horsemen. The conquest, war, and famine now lead to mass death on an unprecedented scale. 1/4 of the world's population perishes. It's a cataclysmic event, a convergence of all the horrors imaginable. The order of civilization is completely gone. Nature itself seems to turn against humanity. The pale horse represents the devastating finality of these judgments, a grim harvest of souls in a world spiraling into utter chaos. This is one of the most sobering prophecies in the entire Bible. The fifth seal offers a dramatic shift in perspective. There are no more horses, no more earthly chaos. Instead, John's vision is drawn to heaven, to the very altar of God, and there he sees the souls of martyrs, those who had been slain for the word of God and for the testimony they had upheld. They are crying out in a loud voice, "How long, sovereign Lord, holy and true, until you judge the inhabitants of the earth and avenge our blood?" It's a powerful, heart-wrenching plea for justice. These are the faithful who paid the ultimate price. In response, they are each given a white robe, a symbol of their purity and righteousness. And they are told to wait a little longer. They must rest until the full number of their fellow servants and brothers and sisters, who are also to be killed as they had been, is completed. This seal reveals that amidst the horror on earth, God has not forgotten his people. Their sacrifice is seen, their voices are heard, and justice, though delayed, is promised. When the Lamb breaks the sixth seal, the entire cosmos is thrown into upheaval. This isn't just an earthly event. It's a universe-shaking spectacle of divine power. John describes a great earthquake. The sun turns black like sackcloth made of goat hair. The full moon turns blood red, and the stars in the sky fall to earth like late figs dropping from a fig tree in a strong wind. The heavens recede like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island is removed from its place. Imagine the absolute terror of every single person on earth, from kings and generals to the rich and the poor. They run to the caves and the mountains, crying out, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can stand?" This isn't just judgment. It's the decreation of the old world, signaling that the final, ultimate judgment, the day of the Lord, is here. Everyone, with no exception, recognizes this as the hand of God. But before the final judgment unfolds, there's a pause, a moment of grace in the midst of wrath. This is the interlude between the sixth and seventh seals. John sees 4 angels holding back the 4 winds of the earth, preventing them from blowing. Then another angel appears, carrying the seal of the living God. He calls out to the 4 angels, telling them not to harm the land or the sea or the trees until God's servants have been sealed on their foreheads. This seal is a mark of divine ownership and protection. John hears the number of those who were sealed. 144,000 from all the tribes of Israel. They are marked to be preserved through the coming tribulation. But the vision doesn't end there. After this, John sees a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne and the Lamb, wearing white robes and holding palm branches. They are the redeemed, a picture of God's ultimate salvation for people from all over the world. A beautiful promise of hope before the final seal is broken. Finally, we arrive at the 7th seal. After the thunderous chaos of the horsemen and the cosmic disturbances, the breaking of this final seal brings something completely unexpected. When the Lamb opens it, there is silence in heaven for about half an hour. Imagine that. Absolute, profound silence. After all the noise, the cries, the trumpets, the earthquakes, nothing. This silence is deafening. It's a moment of solemn awe, of sacred suspense. All of heaven holds its breath in anticipation of what is to come. This isn't an anticlimax. It's the calm before the storm. The silence signifies the gravity of the final judgments that are about to be unleashed upon the earth. It creates a space for reverence and holy fear before God's ultimate plan for judgment and redemption moves into its next, more intense phase. This half-hour of silence serves as the dramatic introduction to the next series of judgments, the 7 trumpets, which are given to 7 angels who are standing before God, and that a day is coming when all of creation will stand in awe of its Creator. If this exploration of ancient prophecy fascinated you, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.